In these days of COVID relief, when people want to know how many hundreds of millions of dollars the federal government has given to its cronies, you really need access to information. Justin Trudeau, our Prime Minister, when asked the other day, said it's working better than ever. And yet, the Commissioner of Information says it's broken almost to the point of no repair. Addison Cameron Huff is a lawyer in Toronto. He knows all about access to information. He joins me right now because I want to know, who is right, the Prime Minister or the Commissioner?
The Commissioner.
Is broken?
Yes.
How do you know that?
Because I've filed access to information requests. And when you speak with other lawyers, they have the same experience.
Well, what's the experience? Are you not getting what you want?
You don't get anything.
Why is that?
Over the last year, I filed about a half dozen Freedom of Information requests with the federal government, with various departments of it. No responses at all.
Aren't they by law required to give a response to the Commissioner of Information?
That's a great question. The statute requires it, but there's no penalty. There's no reason why the government should ever respond to you and give you any information at all. Because if they fail to do it, nothing will ever happen to anyone. And you can get nothing for that.
So the government created this law, and now that they have supposedly lots to hide, because what we're getting evidence of in the press reports that we do see, is that they are giving away hundreds of millions of dollars of sole source contracts and other information that you're looking at. And they've stopped giving information out because there's no penalty. That's it.
I think so. There's just no reason for them to get back to you other than the moral reason of living up to the idea of the law. But that's not good enough, obviously.
So what should be done in this situation then?
There should be a real system where right now, if you complain to the OIC that oversees this process and you win and they say your complaint is well-founded, nothing happens. The government still won't respond to you. There's no penalty. There's no reward that you get for this. There's nothing.
So the law needs to be changed, first of all. And the impetus to change the law would be people saying, there's something going on here that we want to have some fresh air in. We want to see what's going on with the government. Is that the bottom line of it?
Well, the system's existed for 50 years.
Yes.
Because everyone knows if the government is allowed to maintain secrecy on everything, people pay too much on contracts that you're talking about. But it's not just that, it's way worse than that. The government covers up all kinds of things, like sexual harassment within the federal government. There's all kinds of issues today where secrecy is involved in those issues. When you let the government do things secretly, you don't get the government you want. You get the government that the government wants.
But Addison, the Prime Minister he campaigned on transparency and openness. And he says that just recently. He said it's the best system we've ever had.
It's the opposite.
Is this Prime Minister misinformed, or is he intentionally misinforming Canadians?
Intentionally. It's not a secret.
Okay, we have to do something about that. Addison, thank you. 3 minutes. In these days of big government and reduced liberties and big spending and paid media, it's even more important that we have independent voices such as this, people coming on talking about the issues. At the very start of this production, we had some very generous donors. That's run out. I don't get paid. I want to put the message out there. However, the equipment, the crew does cost money. So if you want to help us keep on going with this thing, you can please send a donation. The address is below. Or if you want to sponsor this and have your name across, also contact us because we want to keep going and have an independent voice. Thanks.